Are you still hooked by these crazy P&L posted by KOLs, making 5-6 figures weekly and monthly? Well, just like you, I've dived into trenches out of massive FOMO and high hopes, aped it aggressively like a madman. I'm gonna share 3 dark truths about how to make money on Memecoin trade and give you some solution that can help you become more profitable. Before we dive in, I have to tell you that it took me several months of endlessly reloading the port until I became profitable. I became profitable recently, but for that to happen, not only I had to grind several months of every single losing days, but also lost over $20,000. I also paid thousands of dollars for every alpha group, but all the tools trying to get an edge. And of course, copy traded every type of KOLs out there on whole scam, which you might have guessed was not a good choice. I'm going to reveal 2 major dark truths that no one in this space will tell you. Why wouldn't they? Because they have absolutely no reason to bring this up, let alone teach or educate anybody. They reveal all this strategy. They don't have edge over it. They want fresh normies and retail to consistently onboard into the ecosystem. So some people are selling dreams with caveat of you can still make it even though there are risk of losing money. Also, most of these KOLs you see, it's just kids who never really had a real job or career. They don't give a shit about ecosystem or how the system will work as long as they keep making money. Truth number 1, winners are winning because they have edge over you. That edge could be broken down to 3 major factors: speed, copy, and knowledge. Speed include literally scrolling through quickly, clicking in and out of trade, aka execution. So if you're a slow reader or have slower reaction time, you have significant disadvantage when executing a trade because prices will be so volatile, especially in NA hours, Eastern Standard Time. That's why when you watch these streamers who hunt new pairs, none of them are slow. Second one is copy trader. This is mostly resisted by KOLs. You will see them say they will trade exact same way and do well without any copy trader. That's just utter bullshit. They're usually good traders, of course, but they're earning far more because of the copy they have. Let me give a specific example. If you copy trade them on migrated pairs, when market cap is already high enough that even if they dump on your copy entry, you'll be fine as long as the chart keeps moving up. But in new pair, when market cap is at floor, Fuso buys can really move the chart up and change price market cap significantly. What does that mean? That means lower the market cap of coin. Much bigger gains can be expected by exiting the trade right after their copy is empty. This is why inherently the top traders with cloud are more incentivized to dump on their copies on new pair. West, Red Wizard, actually showed this in his recent stream where he literally just said he's got 3 or 4 sold copy candle, and he went on insta buying and selling kind of as a joke. He literally clicked buy and insta sell, earning around 0.8 solana each time he did it. So after 20 seconds of several clicks, he was up few solanas. If you tell me that's not a money glitch, I don't know what is. Now of course if they only did this like hundreds of times, their auto copies copy and get off the copies now, but they won't do that for obvious reasons. This also allows these KOLs to gamble a lot more and get into much more coins because their risk is way more hedged. Hence, even if you don't copy trade them directly, but copy their trading style, you're fucked. You will get rinsed, period. You cannot even copy their trading style or amount without the actual copy candle. Last edge is knowledge. This might sound simple and straightforward because it's one of the most asked and answered questions on streams, and traders just say vaguely, oh, you just gotta put in the hours, sit at the screen and watch these new pairs all day every day and you'll just get it sometime. But these dumb kids who got lucky when the market was good will never be able to break it down to you in details what that knowing what runs really means. There are a few types of knowledge. Knowledge of narratives and meta. Knowing which memes run, having experienced a lot of runners, whether they missed or made profits on, knowing which kind of lore or narrative people like and keep bidding as it goes higher, on which ticker and image chosen by people. Most important knowledge of them all is knowing your price target. At the end of the day, your decisions depend the greatest on price target. If you have clear price target, you then need to see price action. This is ultimate decision making because even if ticker, image, depth, everything is good, if price don't move, maybe you shouldn't enter. Or even if you enter, can't be holding on to it until it dies out. On the other hand, if all of the above is bad, but price moves upward and volume and demand is there, that could determine and justify entry. So all the things we discuss get boiled into the chart. People who are profitable and trenching every day, they instinctively know which charts look good and healthy, and which chart looks bad and has high chance of dumping. Just by glancing at the chart, you should be able to tell when it is dangerous to enter or good spot to enter in terms of risk to reward ratio. Winners know the trades they enter will be 30k topper and won't migrate. So even as they go in, they have set price target on which they'll exit. This is why you see them G on 15k, 20k topper before it hits their ceiling, but top less on some big Elon or Poly tweets because the price ceiling is much higher, thus more upside potential is remaining, so more room to multiple. Now that being said, all these KOLs have almost all of the above advantages over you. They have more information, they're faster, they have better knowledge overall, and they have more capital. Second are truths about Memecoin trade. This is completely new category of game of its own. What the fuck does it mean? It means this is completely new as separate sport. The criteria to win this game is different from all other sports. Think of it as a new sport that got included in Olympic. Whoever got reps in, stress down, and hours in, have significant advantages over new players coming in. Even if you were a profitable perp trader and somehow involved with memes, you have to learn so much stuff until you become profitable. So participating in Memecoins is a lot for everyone, but winning in trenches requires a set of system that you can't find anywhere else but here. So now that we revealed harsh truths, let's talk about some solutions here. To assist, you need to incorporate all of the above, but there are steps to this. First, you need to figure out your edge or future edge if you're just starting out. You need to be aware and completely objective on where you stand on your edge. If you aren't these fast Fortnite players who can also browse fast and read tweets and news articles super fast, you don't have big edge on new pairs. Do you browse TikTok and Instagram every day? Then you have edge on TikTok Meta or what's viral out there. Or do you work in crypto and have more knowledge on some of these projects? Are you deep into these AI projects? You need to be super aware where you stand on each category, topics, coins, and figure out your edge. Second, make your own customized strategy, adjust it based on your edge. You need to adjust based on your skill set. If you're a super fast reader and super fast clicker and really good at execution and have big port, by all means go for the new pairs. But if you're like me, who is not like that, but is better at due diligence and reading the narrative and figuring out whether community is good or not, you can go for finer strategy. And if you have bigger port and have lower risk tolerance, aim for migrated section. You will have way more time to investigate. Last but not least, practice setting price target. You need to know and have price targets on every single trade you participate in. This can be best practice by going in with small amounts. Try to bid into coins with your price target in mind. Go back and see how close you were to the actual price selling. Paper trading don't work. You gotta do it with real money, even if it's just pennies. Having that little bit of emotion make you remember better. Trust me. Now, I made this video because there are so many people boasting about their nice P&L, about how they flipped few soul into big profit. Not the truth and science of making money on Memecoin really work. Next video, I'll give you a whole rundown on my overall P&L so far, on details of how I became profitable, my own strategy, looking at real trades that I made. Also show you actual process of how I prepare and adjust trading before, during, and after the game, my daily trading journals, and whole lot more. Stay tuned. Thank you everyone. Good luck out there.